Alright, and here I am against a random opponent in the tournament practice room. Blind game one, I will choose to play first. But surprisingly or not, if you are familiar with the archetype, this is a deck that can choose to draw quite frequently to great effect. This is a hand that I'm not a huge fan of, although with another mountain it is very, very solid. Actually with another lander at least, since I took the tectonic edges out. I have turn 1 Goblin Guide, turn 1 Spike Shot, or turn 2 Spike Shot, and perhaps better. So I'm going to go ahead and keep this. This is a very borderline hand, though, I have to imagine. I wonder if further testing will prove one or the other of these to be better, in terms of mulling or not. But I'll attack, and looks like I'm playing against blue-black control or Dark Blade. Dark looks for Inquisition, I imagine. Quick Preordain. Yeah, Inquisition. Probably gonna take Spike Shot Elder. I can see him taking Lightning Bolt as well, I guess. So I'm playing a lot of these matchups for the first time. I haven't played Red Deck Wins since, I guess it was last season. I played a lot of it last season, but I'll go ahead and attack again with the Goblin Guide. Excuse me. Verdant Catacombs, and pass the turn. I think I'm going to take a... but he has Jace, so I'm going to go ahead and save my Lightning Bolt. Preordain. And let's see what he chooses to do. One on top and one on bottom. And the Inquisitions again. This time I'll go ahead and choose to Lightning Bolt him. And I have to imagine he's going to take Ember Hauler here. Yeah. If he didn't, it would be a pretty big sign on what he as to what he has in his hand, but he could go all the way. Sure hope so anyway. Let's see. Preordain. Not a great card to see on top, but and I'm gonna go ahead and Burst Lightning him now too. He's tapped out. I want to get as much damage in as possible. So there goes the Preordain. And another one. Wow. Let's see. Last one he put them both on the bottom. This one he bottoms them both again. And let's see if he plays his Tar Pit. So he really did just go Preordain, bottom, bottom, Preordain, bottom, bottom, and he Preordained the turn before, and he's cast 2 Inquisitions. There's a Tar Pit. Teetering peeks up the Goblin Guide. There's a Catacombs, but he doesn't have an island or a swamp in play. So let's see if he Jaces it up this turn, which is really not the worst thing in the world for me, because I have Goblin Guide to come back down. Let's see, a Teetering Peaks would be pretty sweet here. Just about anything would be pretty cool here that I can cast, that I can play rather. Yeah, Teetering Peaks it up. So he has a Doomblade though. Go for the throw. Yep, you're allowed. He's just got so many cards in hand that, I mean, I'm not in the greatest position here, but just to deal 5 damage, I'd feel so much better if he was at 4 life right now. So that Verdant Catacombs is maybe a dead card at this point. The reason being, Stagger Shock does 4 damage, Koth does 4 damage very easily. Now he goes Jace, I could just as easily go land Koth, win. But I have to imagine he's going to Fate Seal me here. He keeps it on top, and he knows I have Koth in hand. So I wonder what he's keeping on top. And there's a Tar Pit. Ember Hauler. Well, I'm happy to play it, I think. And pass a turn. Choosing Ember Hauler over Stagger Shock, obviously, because if I get even a single attack in with Ember Hauler, it's worth as much damage. But this actually at least enables a win next turn if he has nothing. I don't know what he could do here, though, that could get him the win. If he land Grave Titan, he can't go around Catacombs, and he can't play Verdant Catacombs. Neither Catacomb. No, there's that. Inquisition, that's his plan. And then what's this? Black Sun Zenith. Okay. X equals 2, yeah. No, thank you. Would not like to redirect damage to Jace the Mind Sculptor. And that would be game 1. That's how you beat a Jace the Mind Sculptor, I guess. Keeping the one-lander worked out, so going to sideboarding. Unfortunately, there's nothing I really want to bring in here. I don't think Mana Vandal is going to be useful. I don't think I saw anything that suggests he could be on Tezzeret. Marker Mutiny's not so hot against Grave Titan, since they're gonna, I mean, unless you have an Arc Trail to deal with the other guys. Yeah, it's just not the best. I mean, he may bring in Phyrexian. He got a couple of Searing Blazes for a couple of Perilous Mirrors. In fact, he has so few creatures anyway that Searing Blaze might be a dead card. I don't know if I saw a single creature. So I'll go ahead and bring Perilous Mirror. At the very least, it's a creature to play and attack with. And at its best, it is a... no, not like a mulligan. Okay, here's an interesting... oh, well, that makes it moot. If I did not draw the mountain, if this were just gone, I think I would play Teetering Peaks first, followed by Goblin Guide, and followed by Plated Geopede. I think that's maximizes the damage, since he can't really play any blockers, but as it is, I get the best of both worlds. Oh, that's no fun, though. I'm ruining all my fun. But what's so sick about this hand, turn 1 Goblin Guide is gonna do freaking like 10 damage. Oh, and he's... I guess, yeah, okay. Opponent chooses to go bottom top. Plays a land, and I'm going to get Inquisitioned. If I do not, I will be very happy. Inquisition. Bye-bye. Alright. Ooh, cool. Now, I do not even want to play the Ember Hauler this turn, even if I could. The reason being is, this is a card that's very important in this matchup, in any matchup where they have removal, to play when you can sacrifice it at the same time. It's basically a 3-drop in many circumstances, which is fine. I mean, if to be able to get maximum value out of it, that's just, you're going to have to, it's just necessary. I may play it next turn. I probably won't play it next turn either. I want to make sure to get the most value out of all of my cards in a matchup like this, where if I let him stabilize at 2 life or 5 life, when I could have done an extra 2 damage with Ember Hauler, that is changing the game entirely. If my opponent gets a, or rather, if my opponent's out of Lightning Bolt range or out of Burst Lightning range or what have you, that's a good card to draw there now. Now I wonder if I go land. Yeah. want to play both Goblin Guides this turn. That way I at least get in 2 damage if he has Doomblade. Or go for the throat. He does get to draw a card. Probably 2. Just 1. I do know he gets to Flash Freeze this turn, though. Yeah, he's only going to take 2 damage. That kind of blows. See, I needed to play the Teetering Peaks either way. The alternative is I just play Teetering Peaks and an Ember Hauler, or Teetering Peaks and pass a turn, both of which seem really lame. But now he gets to take my Ember Hauler, which also sucks. But I have 2 Koths in play, or 2 Koths in hand, rather, so I can force him to play his Flash Freeze. I know he has it. He knows I know he has it. Might as well just play it. Diminish? Disfigure me? Yeah. Okay. That sucks. My opponent has another Inquisition as well, which is, thankfully, a very dead card against me right now. And here's a spot where I'm not in a very good situation. My opponent has, as a strange choice. I think my opponent can assume that I drew a land there, because if I would have drawn anything other than Koth, I would have played it first. So now I know he's got 2 cards. Played a Geopede. And actually, it may have been correct to play the Scalding Tarn first, because then that would play around Mana Leak as well. But since he knows I have a Koth in hand, yeah. I'll go ahead and crack the Tarn too. I'm not going to play the Koth yet. I don't think, especially when I'm going to be able to play around Spell Pierce next turn, and then Mana Leak perhaps the turn after. Yeah, I'm just going to ride this GOP to victory right now if I can. Oh, I forgot about that Creeping Tar Pit. Okay. Annoying. I messed that up a little bit. Pardon the play mistake. So the mistake there is I should have attacked, waited for him to activate his Tar Pit, and then block. But he's not even going to use his Tar Pit, so whatever. Okay, and then he plays his Black Sun Zenith. Clears the board off. And I have a choice here. I can go ahead and play Koth if I want to, but he's got 3 cards in hand, and I know he boarded in Flash Freeze. He's preordained a couple of times. And if he has Flash Freeze, that's the last card in my hand. But let's see if he's got Flash Freeze or Mana Leak. Oh, then that's the game. Okay. Well, alright, thank you for watching the first match with Red Deck Wins. I will be back for another one shortly. Looks like another one's already loaded, so as soon as this video compiles, I will, or compiles, whatever it's called.